What is up, guys? James Carter TV, and well, the Denver Broncos pulled it off. The winners of Super Bowl 50 are the Denver Broncos as they defeat the Carolina Panthers 24-10. And I'm pretty surprised, and I'm sure you are as well. For those of you that watched my predictions and picks video Wednesday, or, whatever day you watched it, you know that I picked the Denver Broncos to lose this game. I thought the Panthers would win this game, even though I have been on the record saying I do not like Cam Newton. I do not like the Carolina Panthers because these guys have been way too cocky, way too confident, way too up on themselves all season long. And I had thought that, well, karma really doesn't exist, so they're not going to get their humble pie this season. Well, I'm starting to think karma exists because a big old slice of humble pie was served tonight as the Denver Broncos absolutely, to me, humiliated the Carolina Panthers, specifically the Panthers offense. As the Denver Broncos offense was absolutely god-awful. It was absolutely horrible tonight. Peyton Manning is a big story of this game, and I don't know why. He's absolutely horrible. That is the only thing we should be talking about. Yeah, it's nice. Peyton Manning won another ring. Yeah, it's nice. He's going to retire. Wow, he was bad today. 13 of 23, 141 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception that was bad. It was really, really bad. It was to a defensive end, Frank Alexander, that I could see on my TV screen, and when he threw it, I was like, who is he throwing to? Yes, he tried to angle the pass to go past Frank Alexander. It was a horrible pass. It was a bad pass. An absolutely horrible performance from Peyton Manning to me. Demaryius Thomas was non-existent. Where was Demaryius Thomas tonight? Because I have no idea. Josh Norman absolutely shut him down. Emmanuel Sanders has some nice plays despite Peyton Manning being bad, being awful, fumbling the ball in the pocket, being bad. But they won the game. And overall, that's what we really care about. Did you win the game? We won the game. Yay. We're going to talk about how great Peyton Manning is, how great his career is, and that's fine. You guys can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to forget the fact that, wow, he was bad today. The Broncos offense was horrible today. C.J. Anderson was the best best part of this offense. Emmanuel Sanders coming in a close second. And the offensive line had some okay protection, but Peyton Manning, you're done. I mean, seriously, retire. I mean, if you're even considering coming back next year, John Elway, there's no way in hell can you keep Peyton Manning. This guy's going to demand $15 million. You cannot pay this guy $15 million. You can't pay him $1 million. He's bad, okay? The dude's bad. You have Brock Osweiler, who's, I mean, if he was in this game today, it may have been a blowout. I think if you have... I think there's 25 quarterbacks I can name you right now in the NFL to where if they were on the Denver Broncos team, this game would have been a blowout. And this consists of guys like Colin Kaepernick, Blaine Gabbert, Sam Bradford. The bad quarterbacks on the Broncos would have blown out the Panthers today. And this is what I truly believe. But anyway, let's go to the Panthers. Well, I told you. I tried to tell you, Cam Newton, I tried to tell you. When you're cocky, when you're confident, when you're flamboyant, when you're all this, you better be ready and you better be good. Because the minute you lose, man, people are ready. And people are already coming out with the MJ crying face memes. People have already come out with you with taking an L in the chest. Michael Jordan's face in your chest. They already have you rolling around on the ground, throwing temper tantrums with your head down, you crying. Josh Norman, same thing. They have your camera zoomed in on you crying. This is what happens. You talk all this crap. You gotta be ready because guess what? When you lose, America is just waiting to serve you some humble pie. This is the truth. This is what happens. I'm sorry. I know you should have been prepared for this. This is why when you're ascending and you're playing great football, you're doing anything in life, really. When it comes to anything, football, basketball, soccer, success, money, you have a hot wife, whatever, you better be humble because when things go wrong, and things will go wrong, either one or two reactions you're going to get from people. Either people feeling sorry for you and being sympathetic, or people ready to clown you, and people have been ready to clown the Panthers for quite a while. The fan base as well, you guys have been very cocky, been very stupid, very childish, and guess what? Now you're getting called out tonight. And you can say, yeah, we were 15-1, whatever. No one cares. No one cares tonight. They're going to dog you. They're going to clown you for the next week, month, year, until the Cam Newton and Carolina Panthers win the Super Bowl. And I think it's going to happen. I mean, if you ask me, will I pick the Panthers to win the Super Bowl next year? It's certainly a possibility, but guess what? You're going to have to come back with a little more humility next time. Be ready for a big game, because these guys absolutely collapsed under the big game today. They were frustrated. They were throwing temper tantrums. Trey Boston was out of control. Cam Newton was out of control. The offensive line was breaking down. Hey, you started off the season with Michael Orr and Mike Remmers as your tackles. That was a mistake coming in. It cost you today. As Von Miller, who should be the talk of this game, absolutely dominated this game. He was named Super Bowl MVP for a reason. He absolutely dominated. An absolutely dominant performance from Von Miller of the Denver Broncos today. 2.5 sacks, 6 tackles, 2 forced fumbles. Wow, what a game. And Cam Newton sucked. I mean, absolutely sucked. When we're talking about a fumble, an interception, crying, temper tantrums. Did he get a lot of help? No. Was he good? No. And this is something that you cannot deny. But I'm sure he's going to learn his lesson. I know he will. LeBron had to go through this too. You have to learn when you're ascending to the throne, and when you're going to a championship game, you better be ready. You better be humble, because if not, you're going to get your fucking doors blown out, and you're going to say, wow, what happened? Holy crap, I wasn't ready for this. I'll come back next year with a little bit of a more level head, and I'll be ready for what comes my way. But are the Panthers still going to be a good team next year? Absolutely. Are the Denver Broncos going to be a good team next year? Well, let's see who their quarterback is. If it's Peyton Manning, I'm not betting on that, because you can't keep winning games like this. I understand defense wins championships, but man, they have some upcoming free agents, and Von Miller, Malik Jackson, who they need to worry about re-signing. They're really close to the cap. Brock Osweiler is an upcoming free agent. C.J. Anderson is an upcoming free agent. Ronnie Hillman is an upcoming free agent. Demaryius Thomas sucks. I know he had 1,300 yards. I don't care. He doesn't show up in big games. Where was he today? I didn't see him. You can't rely on Demaryius Thomas. You just can't do it. Overall, Denver Broncos win Super Bowl 50, 24-10. Peyton Manning, retire. Please retire. It's nice. You won the game. That's great. Nice. Retire. Please. Please retire. And Cam Newton, come back with a little more respect, dignity, and tact, and then maybe you'll end up victorious next year. Until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.